Good morning, children. Today I am going to start new chapter, study of gas laws. So this is the chapter number 7, study of gas laws. So in this chapter you will study the behavior of gases. So first of all, these are the solid, liquid and gas state, and if we see the solid, liquid and gas state, so in the solid state the particles are arranged in the proper way, means the particles are arranged in the systematic order, in the regular pattern, in the solid state. And if we see the liquid state, so here also the particles are arranged in the systematic order, in the regular pattern. And gaseous state means no any systematic order. In the gaseous state we can see irregular pattern of arrangement of particles. So here in the solid state, if we see, in the solid state this is the compact structure and this is the rigid structure we can say, because here between the particles no space present, no any intermolecular space, interparticle space present between the particle. And if we see the liquid state also somewhat like a solid state, it has the regular pattern but it has the space between the particles. So this space called the interparticle space. And if we see the gaseous state, so here much more interparticle space present between the particles. In the solid state, the particles are arranged in the compact manner, and this is the region it has the rigid structure. And this solid state having the particular shape, size and volume, means all the things are fixed, shape, size, volume. And if we see the liquid state, so here it has a fixed volume but it has no fixed shape and size. And if we see the gaseous state, so gaseous state has no any fixed shape, size, volume. And solid state, if we see, solid state having the particular shape, size, volume, liquid state no particular shape, size, but it has the particular volume. Means suppose that if you are keeping a liquid material in the utensil, so here volume fixed. Suppose that if you take the 2-liter water, if you are keeping in a utensil, so this will occupy the volume of the utensil, means here 2 liter, here the liquid present 2 liter, and this also acquired the shape of the utensil, not full shape, means up to the volume, means how much space acquired by the liquid. So here according to this acquired the shape of the utensil in which this is present. But if you say about the gaseous state has no any particular shape, size, volume, nothing, and this acquired the whole space of the utensil in which this is present, means gaseous state acquired the full volume of the container in which the gas is stored. So here liquid, in accordance with the volume of the liquid, this occupy the container volume, but here gaseous state acquire the full volume of the container in which gases are present. And these are the behavior of the solid, liquid and gas. And if we see here interparticle space, so nothing negligible you can say in the solid state. Liquid state, here interparticle space present more than the solid state, and the gaseous state here much more interparticle space present between the particles. And due to this, in the solid state the interparticle attraction high, means much more interparticle attraction between the particles, and in the liquid state the interparticle attraction less than the solid state, and in the gaseous state interparticle attraction negligible. So these are the behavior of the solid, liquid and gas, and in this chapter we will study about the behavior of the gas, and after this behavior and characteristic properties of gases. So behavior and characteristic properties of gases, and here these behavior explained by the kinetic theory of gases. Kinetic theory means this is a scientific theory, and this is depending by the motion of the particles. So kinetic theory, what are the explanation given for the behavior of the gases? So you will study the explanation, those are given for the behavior of the gases. So here first behavior of the gas, no definite shape or volume. So we know that the gaseous particles are far apart from each other, and here in the gaseous system that much more interparticle space. So these particles having negligible force of attraction. So between these particles negligible force of attraction. So this is the reason these particles free to move everywhere, and this occupy the full volume of the container in which they are present. So here no definite shape or volume. So these particles move, and no negligible force of attraction between the particles, and this acquire the full volume of the container, means the gaseous state having no definite shape or volume. So shape and volume. So here according to the kinetic theory, this explanation given here, molecules in gas are far apart, and the forces of attraction between the gas molecule is very weak. Molecules are in continuous motion in the entire available space, and their movement is restricted only by the walls of the container. So here this occupy the shape of the container in which they are present, and the motion of the gaseous particle more here because very negligible force of attraction between the particles. So the motion of gaseous particles only restricted by the walls of the container. So this is the explanation on the basis of the kinetic theory. And the second here, high compressibility. So here we can see here high compressibility, these particles are far apart from each other, so we can compress more. And according to the kinetic theory, that here high compressibility, we can say according to the kinetic theory that volume of the gaseous particles negligible, volume of gaseous particles negligible than the volume of interparticle space. So here we can see interparticle space volume more, and if we see the volume of the particles, so here less, very less. So here volume of the particles, gaseous particles, very less in compare with the volume of the interparticle space. This is the reason we can compress more, means here compressibility here more. So here gases having the high compressibility than the solid and liquid state. Next, exert pressure in all direction. So here these gaseous particles are free to move everywhere because negligible force of attraction between the particles. So here these free to move everywhere. Suppose that if you see this particle can move in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, in any direction this can move, and the gaseous particle move in straight path. And in the container, means suppose that if you are keeping in the container, so gaseous particles move in straight path and randomly move, and these gaseous particles collide with the other particles. So here collision also occur, and these particles move in very high velocity, and here this also collision occur, means this collide with the other gaseous particle, and these gaseous particle motion only restricted by the walls of the container, only restricted by the walls of the container in which they are stored. So here exert pressure in all direction means these gaseous particle exert pressure on the wall of the container, and in per unit area, per unit volume, you can say here the number of gaseous particles same, means these gaseous particles in per unit area giving the same pressure. So here suppose that here gaseous particle this exert pressure on this wall, this gaseous particle exert pressure on this wall, and suppose that here this gaseous particle exert pressure on this wall, on this wall, on this wall, like this. Some here exert pressure on this wall, and gaseous particle exert pressure on this wall. So in per unit area the gas number of gaseous molecules same. So here, according to the kinetic theory, we can explain that impact of the gaseous molecule with high velocity. So here impact of gaseous molecule with high velocity causes pressure to be exerted on the walls. So these are moving in very high velocity, and these exert pressure on the wall of the container, because impact of these gaseous particles only restricted, means velocity of these gaseous particles only restricted by the wall of the container, means these gaseous particle only restricted by the wall of the container. So we can say these gaseous particle exert pressure on the walls of the container. So here the same number of molecules strikes a given area on the wall in unit time. Same number of gaseous molecules strike a given area on the wall in unit time. So this is the explanation according to the kinetic theory. And after this, have low densities. So here gases having the low density, because we can see here the number of molecules very less in per unit volume. So we know that density equal to the mass upon volume. And if we see the gaseous system, so in per unit volume the number of molecules very less. So if the number of molecules very less, so mass also will be very less. So here number of molecules very less in per unit volume. So we can say mass very less in per unit volume. So density automatically this is very less for the gaseous system. So if we compare the solid, liquid and gas, so here in per unit volume, the solid state part is more, and same volume if you are taking in the liquid state, so here less than the solid state number of particles, and same volume if you are considering in the gaseous system, so here the number of particles very less than the solid and liquid. So this is the reason mass very less. If the number of particles very less, so mass also will be less in per unit volume. This is the reason here the gaseous density very less. So according to the kinetic theory, we can say here that in the gaseous system number of molecules very less in per unit volume. That's why density very less in compare with the solid and liquid state. And after this, diffusibility or miscibility. So diffusibility or miscibility means the gases has the tendency to diffuse easily, means the gases has the tendency to mix up with other gases. And what is the reason for this? Because here much more interparticle space present. So between the gaseous particle much more interparticle space present here. So this is the reason here miscibility more. So if we take the two gases, so here due to the presence of interparticle space, the second gas easily occupy the space. Suppose that here this is the gaseous system here, and this is the gas, and if you mix the another gas in that, so second gas will occupy the place here, means interparticle space more here. So these particles occupy the space in interparticle space. So these particles occupy the position in interparticle space. So this is the reason high miscibility, because here much more interparticle space present. So here according to the kinetic theory, we can say the space between the molecules of gas is very large, since the intermolecular distance between the gas molecule is large. So this is the behavior of gases, and after this gas large behavior of gases by three variable. So gas behavior depending by the three factors here: temperature, pressure and volume. So there are three variables: temperature, pressure and volume. So the effect of change of any one of the above parameter affect the other two parameter also. So if any one parameter change, then the other two parameter automatically will change. So this affect the other two parameter also. So here three factors are, means gas behavior depending by the three factors: temperature, pressure and volume. So here temperature, we know that the unit of the temperature degree Celsius, Kelvin. So here degree Celsius we can change into the Kelvin by adding 273, and Kelvin we can change into the degree Celsius by subtracting by subtracting 273. Suppose that 0 degree Celsius. So 0 degree Celsius, if we have to change into the Kelvin value, so only simply we have to add 273. Then we will get 273. We will get here 273. In the same manner, if we want to here, we are getting the Kelvin value. So 0 degree Celsius, by adding 273, we can change into the Kelvin form, Kelvin value. So 273 Kelvin. So 0 degree Celsius equal to the 273 Kelvin. And in the same manner, if we want to change the Kelvin value into the degree Celsius, so you have to subtract 273 from the Kelvin value. So we will get the degree Celsius. In the same manner, if we take the pressure here, pressure units atmosphere, and 1 atmosphere equal to the 76 centimeter of Hg. So due to the atmospheric pressure, means here 76 centimeter of Hg. So here if we are taking the mercury here and atmospheric pressure, so this mercury rises upward in direction in the tube up to the 76 centimeter due to the atmospheric pressure. So this is the reason 1 atmosphere equal to the 76 centimeter of Hg also we can say. And also we can convert into the mm. So 1 atmosphere equal to the 760 mm of Hg. And one more here term unit given here. So here 1 atmosphere equal to the 760 ton. And also we can say that 1 mm of Hg equal to the 1 ton. 1 mm of Hg, millimeter of Hg equal to the 1 ton. So these are the units, and the other units also we can use Pascal, bar, these are the, but only this much you have to take here, that centimeter of Hg, millimeter of Hg and atmosphere, these are the units. Simple means units, those are given in your book. Volume here, volume 1 liter. So here 1 liter equal to the 1 decimeter cube, and this equal to the 1000 ml. This also equal to the 1000 centimeter cube, means cubic centimeter we can write cc. So here 1 liter equal to the 1000 cubic centimeter, 1 liter equal to the 1 decimeter cube, and also we can say 1 liter equal to the 1000 ml. 1 decimeter cube equal to the 1000 ml, and 1 centimeter cube, 1 centimeter cube equal to the 1 ml. So these are the units, and cubic centimeter means we can represent by the cc. And after this gas laws here, so gas laws, relation between pressure and volume of a gas. So relation between pressure and volume of a gas when temperature is kept constant. So in this temperature here constant, so if the temperature constant, so what are the changes in pressure and volume and pressure, what is here? So here if the temperature constant, so volume inversely proportional to the pressure, volume inversely proportional to the pressure. So this is the Boyle's law, you will study after this. So here gas laws given when the temperature constant. So when the temperature constant, so volume inversely proportional to the pressure. So here the some experimental facts here given. Experiment number 1, 2, 3, these are given. And by these experiment we can see here, if we take the experiment number first, so here pressure 2 atmosphere and the volume 500 ml. So here 2 atmosphere pressure and the volume 500 ml. And in the second experiment if we see, so here pressure just half, means instead of 2, 1 here taken. So here in the second experiment pressure 1 means just half of the experiment first pressure. And here we will see the volume 1000 means just double. So these are the experimental fact here. If we change the pressure, means half of the pressure if we take, so here volume will be double. So here in this experiment we take in the second experiment half of the pressure, and here we are getting the volume just double. In the same manner if we see the third experiment, so here pressure 4, so just double of initial, and here we are getting the volume just half. So if we take the pressure half, then volume will be double, and if we take the pressure double from the initial, then the volume will be half. So this is the experimental fact here. And after this relation between temperature and volume of a gas when pressure is kept constant, so when pressure is kept constant, then volume directly proportional to the temperature. So volume directly proportional to the temperature means volume increases, temperature also will increase. Volume decreases, temperature also will decrease. So here this is the relation when the pressure constant, volume directly proportional to the temperature. So in this is actually the Charles law, you will study later. And here experimental facts, experiment number 1, 2, 3 given here. So we can see in the experiment first that here the temperature 400 Kelvin, so volume 200 ml. And if we take the temperature 600 means more than the initial, so volume also increases from the 200 ml to 300 ml. And if we take the temperature means decreases from the initial value, so initial we have taken 400, and here in the third experiment 200 Kelvin temperature, and here the volume 100 ml. So here from these experiment we can understand, if the temperature increases, volume also will increase, and if the temperature decreases, volume also will decrease. These are the means temperature, volume, these are directly proportional. So here volume directly proportional to the temperature. So volume increases, temperature also will increase. Volume decreases, temperature also will decrease.